Hello, Aries. Welcome. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general read from what I've been dealing with. Of course, everything may not resonate, so take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel and develop the 3 tarot she's review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Oh, wow. Okay. Hmm. Jeez. What is that? Okay, so just jumping into this Aries right away. What I do like, this deck, of course, but there's the connection between the two of you immediately. It's a nice energy. It's almost like cheers. It's not we all float down here. It's like, we're both dead. Okay, but it's spooky season still going on. This is a connection they clearly stand by. They're like, you know what? I know how I feel about Aries, and that is that. This is nice. What is going on? They're saying, well, like me and you, Aries, we could be something. Um, But I'm a little curious why it almost seems and feels like there's something going on that may be slightly testing the connection. What is that about? They do emphasize very strongly, like they are trying. Um, but what is the holdup? What is the holdup, Aries? Like they know how they feel, so what is it? And what is testing the two of you? What is it? What's testing this connection? They know how they feel, but it's kind of like and pause. It's like, what do you mean? Why? What's with the pause? Like if you know how you feel, you know what you want, you know you want to be with Aries, you know you want Aries. So it's like, but wait. Pause for theatrics. What is it? What is the waiting period for? Or was it called to build suspense? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. It's like the suspense is killing me. There's the lovers. maybe, maybe. What is this? Is this like a certain yes or a certain no? I don't know. They say immediately like yes, but it's like wait, yes, but wait, and then there's the waiting period, And it's like, what is that is still kind of like pending? What is still pending? Where it's like, I just don't know yet. But simultaneously, goodness. I mean, geez Louise, we got some real like Twilight energy. The vampires and the werewolves. We got some Twilight energy going on here, where it's like, they're this close, but it's like, just wait, and it's like, for what? For what? Vampires and werewolves. It's like, you just straight for the neck. Like, for what? Oh my gosh. That's a pull. That is a pull. That is why. It's an energy of like, it's like, what are those movies? It's like, they'll just go based off the example I gave of Twilight. It's like when Bella tells Edward, no. Or actually, I think he tells her, no, Bella, I can't. And she's like, why? And so it's kind of like, he pushes her back, and it wants her to step forward even more. I feel like that's what's going on. I'm not saying that this is like manipulation or they're testing the situation. What is that? Like, this is like dramatic. This is like theater, like novella. Like, I don't know. Like, it feels just so dramatic. No, ARIES, no. Why are they doing this to you? Oh, they're still. I feel like they're still filling this out. So it's like this energy. This is so weird. Like, fucking tease. It's so weird because they're like, I don't know how I feel. It's like, what do you mean? You're that ARIES, that close, the lovers, and you still are like, I don't know. Like, what is that? Like I said, clearly they're not a vampire or a wolf because they just go already. Like, come on now. That's crazy. What are you hesitating for? What are you hesitating for? Such a weird energy. This is like a situation of like looking into each other's eyes, the anticipation. It just feels so. Like, is this shit real? Is this shit real? Is this an act? Is this a performance? Because even then, I don't understand. Even then, they're like, they're still like, I don't know. This whole I don't know game is getting real old real fast. It's either a yes or a no. Let's go. There's a 7 of Swords. Ow, look at this strategy coming out. They're playing you, ARIES. They're playing you. It's this game of tension. That's what they're doing. They're playing this game of attention. Tension, as in Tension, and attention, Attention. Tension and attention. Get it? At tension. Man, that is strategy. That is strategy. That's a pull. Energetically speaking, that's a pull. If you were to consider that, in game and strategy wise, it's a pull. It's like, you know what? Let me get real smack close and see who's going to make the move first. That is crazy. That is crazy, though, ARIES. They're kind of pussyfooting, though. They're kind of pussyfooting. And that's such like a cop out energy of them somehow like throwing it back on you. And it's like, So that means they want you, Aries, to be the one to make the move because they're too chicken shit. Now, I swear if I catch that coyote in the chicken coop, there's going to be hell to pay. It's stupid. That is a stupid energy. You want someone, go for them. You want Aries, go for them. What is this? Well, once again, like, what is this weird energy of like? It's so weird. It feels like game. It's like luring someone in, like hypnosis, like hypnotism. Like I said, like, look into my eyes, and it just you start to see the little swirls, the black and white swirls. Makes me think of Libra energy yesterday. We were dealing with. There's a 3 of swords. What do you mean? They're like, shit. Hello, Crosswatcher. How you doing? Not too good today, are you? You're like, fuck. Not too good today, are you? And there's a tower on top of the deck. Probably blew up your game plan, huh? Oh my gosh. They're like, yeah. Yeah, it's a tease. That's a tease. That's like, let me caress behind your ear. Let me kind of play with your hair a little bit. And then see if I can, like, it's like get very close and pull you in. It's hypnotism. It's magnetism. Yeah, they're realizing because they are here, Aries. They're like, fuck, you can scratch that plan. You're running game on Aries. It is what it is. You're running game on Aries. It's not working. It's not working, and you know it. There's the 8 of Cups. Like I said, they don't care. They show me 3 of Swords and then 8 of Cups. Like, they're only in that 3 of Swords energy, Aries, because they are here listening, and they're like, well, damn, they're fucking blowing up my spot. Crazy. What did they say? Don't hate the player, hate the game. Weird. A player that takes shit to heart when their game doesn't work. I guess they want to be what, the best player? That makes me think of those kids back then. I used to be one of them. You punch a hole through the wall because the video game like doesn't, the buttons, you're moving your fingers faster than the buttons are willing to respond to the system, or the system's willing to respond to the buttons or the controller. And before you know it, it's kind of like you're sitting there doing like these combinations and whatever, and the system can't fucking keep up with your own fingers. Kind of like a phone when it mistexts or misspells something. You're just like, fuck. And then you got to backtrack everything, delete everything. And back then as a kid, you punch a hole in the wall because it's like, what the fuck? I know I pushed the button. Why is it not working? Control. It comes from control. That's the only reason, but then they're also kind of chalking it up because they are playing a game. They're like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. Like, damn, I lost one. I lost Aries. Almost had him hook, line, and sinker. Nope. They're like, fuck it, whatever. Bye.